Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. Today is Sunday and Wednesday we're getting the car tuned. So I want to do a couple of things in the car, just the final touches of it before we go ahead and drive her out to the dyno. So real quick, I'm gonna go over the stuff that I want to do with the car today here, and you know, I gotta kind of work quickly, so I'm not really going to be doing too much recording just because there's a bad storm coming this way and I'm trying to beat the rain. As you guys can see, there's this nasty storm up there, and here in Florida when it rains, I mean it comes down out here, guys. So I got my car pushed out. I just went to AutoZone and picked up the last couple of things here for what I want to do today. So I got oil. I want to do an oil change. I know that the car hasn't really ran much, but you know what? Just be careful. I'm gonna flush it out with some new oil. Got a new filter. I'm gonna wait till the dyno to throw these plugs in. I got 2 packs of these here iridiums, and this is the part number for them. What else? Some new brake pads here, because I noticed on my car here, let me push the car out. I noticed that on this car, I swapped the brake pads on this car about 2.5 years ago, and you guys know I don't really drive the car. And then just recently, I brought brand new rotors for it, and you can see the way the wear is. The wear is uneven. Let's see if we can focus in here. So the wear is uneven, and I have no idea. Maybe it's because of the way when I last drove it, the way they were rubbing on those old pads, which the guy had said were warped. So either way, I'm getting uneven wear on both sides of the car here in the front. I mean, at least looks like this one's getting a little bit more brake contact, but either way, I mean, that's only like what, 30% brake contact? Can't be having that. So new pads are going on. Also, I have to wire in the VTEC. Where is it at? So we got the VTEC wires here. I need to extend this one here. This one goes to the oil pressure switch, and this one's got to go to the actual VTEC solenoid. So that's not a big deal. If it starts raining, I'm gonna save all of this easy stuff in case I have to push the car back into my unit. What else is there? Oh, I gotta throw the battery on the trickle charger, which I need to do right now. So besides doing all of that right there with the VTEC solenoid, I do have to install this here new coolant temperature gauge here from Glow Shift. Because the car has one, but the little fitting that goes into the block is wrong. It's an AutoZone temperature gauge. So that's got to go in today. I got to also drill a hole in the floor so that way I can mount my 5th harness, or belt, we can call it. And that's pretty much it, I think. And take you guys around to the other side. Got to put the ECU back in the car. Oh yeah, guys, I've been wanting to put this bar up for a long time, and I finally was able to do it. And it's just a piece of round stock, and it's curved to go with the window to keep the window kind of bowed out. so that way it's not like pushed in like the typical Lexan stuff is, and it's easy to come out. It's just, I just have it there's a hole in this right here, and it's just kind of sitting in there, but it's bolted down here. If I ever needed to, I could grab this and just pull this thing right out and push that window out if I had to get out of the car that way. So guys, enough of the talking. I need to get to work. Another thing I forgot to mention here, something else that I did that's custom, is I made a bracket down there, and I got these bumper quick release tabs on there, so that way I can pop the bumper on and off without having to unbolt it, unscrew it, and all this other stuff, you know, that takes a while. Just looking for ease, and I couldn't find much on the internet about this, so I'll take the bumper off and I'll explain to you guys how I did it. I mean, it's not a perfect fit. I have to make some adjustments, and this bumper's never gonna sit straight because I left it out like a dumbass. I left it out in the sun for like a year and a half, 2 years, and it was just sitting on the side of a house, and it warped and it twisted, so it's never gonna sit perfect. That's something I'm just gonna have to live with until I can find another bumper. And there's no filler piece up on the top here, so that's why it's kind of sinking down over here. So I'll have to figure out a way to make that sit flush. So let me show you guys. So for example, if I wanted to remove the bumper here, all I would do is push this little button in, and then you see how the bumper it's off now. So I'll do it under the other side now. I'll bring the camera back in and show you guys. So as you can see here, I used like a shelf bracket as a base for me to build off of, and then I used some flat steel. And then I bent it, welded it to here, and then back there it's welded to this here piece, and then I got another piece and I bent it, welded it here, and then right here it's screwed into the car. I might weld it in, but these right here, the quick release, this is the male part of the quick release, and they're fully adjustable. So I just drilled some holes in it, ran them in there. I need to readjust them farther back in, and same thing on this here passenger side. So the brackets are screwed into the car. They're not welded on, they're screwed in. So you see here, right here, it's just welded to my battery box that I made. Welded there. And I welded both sides. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. So I just have to do some adjustments to try to get this sit a little bit flusher, but it's just gonna make life way easier. If you guys are doing oil changes, this tool is a must-have. This will take the oil filter off without any problems. This I bought this from Harbor Freight. I think it was like 10 bucks. You cannot beat this, okay? I can't stress this enough. Go spend the $10 and you'll never be fighting with stuck oil filters. So this is how it works. It's just like a giant vice grip. You adjust the screw here to the tightness you want. You squeeze the clamp down on it, and then that allows you to be able to twist the filter off. And I've used this thing countless times. I can't even remember how many times I've been using this, but it works every time. You don't got to stick no screwdriver in the oil filter. You don't got to be under there fighting, getting aggravated. Just put the clamp on and you're done. To me, this works better than those belt ones. I don't even know if I have one in here. I have one, but it's not here. But just get this guy. He'll save you a whole bunch of time. All right, so I got the oil out, I got the coolant out, so I got to put that sensor in, and new oil filters on there. So that's all that has to be done. Is I got to swap out that coolant sensor and top everything off. All that's good. In the meantime, I cut the bracket here. I cut the bracket for the 5th harness, and I'm using grade 8 hardware, except for the nut on top. I couldn't find a grade 8 lock nut, so I use this nylon one. It should be good. Let me show you guys how this is gonna work. And here comes the rain. Okay. So this here plate is gonna mount from underneath the car up, and then I'm gonna run that bolt through right there and through the harness, and it's gonna get looped onto there. So starting to come down, so I got to get the car off those jack stands and pushed inside of here. All right, so I don't know if the Honda gods just spared me, but it stopped raining, so I didn't have to push the car in. Now that bolt that I was using, this grade 8, is only 1.25 inches, I believe, and it wasn't long enough with the lock nut and everything, and the washers, the locking washers. So I had bought an extra one just in case. I got a 2.5 inch bolt, and you guys can see that that's perfect. So got the submarine harness in. All I got to do now is just double test fit it, and it should be good. So as you guys can see, the car's inside. The rain got to me, so I just pushed the car in and kind of just waiting it out a little bit, relaxing. Got the music on, a little fan, just chilling. I was trying to finish up this here sensor, but I feel like the threads are not the correct ones. They look really freaking close, but I just don't know if it's the same. It's right down where my finger's pointing. So I got it in barely, and I was in the middle of trying to tighten it down when the rain really started coming down, so I had to stop what I'm doing and bring the car inside. So I was just organizing a little bit, and about to get back to work. Man, it's coming down like a hurricane. I ain't even gonna stick my head out. Alright guys, so while it was raining outside, I pushed the car up in here and started doing work on it. And as you see now, I'm sitting in the car with my harness on because I'm just kind of testing it out, just feeling it all out. Got the 5-point in there, so fully buckled up. Feels great, super comfortable. What else? I wired the VTEC up. For whatever reason, on the coolant temperature sensor, that the threads, it wouldn't pair up, and I did a lot of research and I was pretty sure I got the right one. So I don't know, man. I don't know. If anybody knows an aftermarket coolant sensor with a gauge and everything that definitely fits a B16 head, please let me know in the comment box or hit me up on Instagram. I would love to know because I'm ready to buy one. This is already, I think, the second or third gauge I've tried to put in with no success. So if you guys can help me out with that, that would be great. What else? I did not get to put the brake pads on just because it was raining and I don't have the space on either side. I mean, I could do it on one side, but it's too much work. I'll wait for maybe tomorrow or Tuesday or something to do that, or even after the dyno. Adjusted the bumper quick release mounts. One side is still a little bit off, so I'll have to re-drill that, and that should be good and golden. But for now, it works. Bumper pops on and off with ease. All I gotta do is push the little button in, and one side comes off, go around the other side, push the other button, bumper's off. So reason I wanted to do that is because I haven't tested on my dolly if with the car with the bumper on it if there's clearance. So last thing I want to do is have it ripped off or something, or go through all the trouble of putting in the 10mm bolts, taking them out, all the little screws and everything else that goes with it. So it's kind of a pain, and it's its own little job, let's just say that. So the bumper quick releases will eliminate all of that hassle. But if I have clearance on the trailer, then that's even better, and I don't really have to take the bumper off at all unless I'm doing something to the chassis, which I really shouldn't even be down there. So that's really it. I mean, oh man, can't wait for this dyno, man. Can't wait. I hope you guys have your fingers crossed for me, because I need all the positive energy I can get. So you guys know, if you guys ever put your car in a dyno after you dumped a lot of money and time into it, you guys know it's always worrisome. So I think everything should be all right. So before I head out of here, what I'm gonna do is top off the oil, because I didn't put any oil back in the car. So I'll fill that up. I'll put some coolant in. I'll have to bleed it later. And yeah, that should be it. So all in all, today was a success. All in all, today was a success. Damn, I don't know why I couldn't say that. So if you guys stuck around and made it to the video, to the end of this video, go on and hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, because you guys see the car is just about done. We're about to start putting some rubber down on the road. So hopefully that and some gap sauce on some people. So we'll see about that. But you guys stay tuned for the next video. Appreciate you watching. Allmotor Rob over and out.